Hello everyone. I just entered SPY calls. I entered the March 18th 281 calls at 94 cents. Let's see where we go here. 94. 104 would be 10%. I'm going to look to sell 3 of them here at 104. See if we get up there. I bought 5 contracts. I'm going to try to sell 3 at 10%. And I will hold the last 2 and see where we go from there, but I will not let those last 2 go red on me. So, full disclosure, I did make a call entry right at the open, and that did not work out. I took a loss on that one. I ended up, I paid, I think, $1, or I think I paid 97 cents and sold them for 99 to 87 or something. It's 12 cents per contract loss. The reason I did that, and I'll explain that a little bit more detail later, but we had yesterday's close and a pivot point right at the open, and the stochastics on the 3 and 5 minute were both low, so I was kind of thinking that we might get a nice pop right at the open. I jumped in, and obviously that didn't work. I removed my sell order just now for my 3 contracts, just because we pulled back, and then just in anticipation that I might have to do a market sell on all 5 contracts. So I bumped my quantity back up to 5, so if I do have to get out, I can hit the sell market and get out of them quickly. Right now I'm kind of at break even, slightly down. My entry was based on a pop above yesterday's close slash pivot point, and we did get a nice pop there, but it's not holding. So I think we have jobs numbers coming out at 10 o'clock, so this might not work out too well. I was hoping to get a quick pop and get out. I probably should have sold some when I was up about 6 or 7%. But let's see what happens here. We need to hold this. Right now we're right at the pivot in yesterday's close, which coincidentally fell on the same level. So let's see if we can hold this. I'd love to get out of these before 10 o'clock, before the jobs numbers come up. I really don't. I don't know if jobs. Maybe it's oil inventories. Let me see. I'm not seeing it. But I know we have some report coming out at 10 o'clock. Either way, I'd like to be out before that. Let's try to get this pop back up. Again, 94 is my entry. 104 would be 10%. If I can get out of 3 of them at 104, I will keep my stop a little bit tighter because of the 10 o'clock report coming out. It won't quite be break even. It'll be a little bit above break even. But we need to get to that, get up there a little bit first. We need a push. Hopefully we get a push up to about here. And I have this is my trading, my options here. You can see my level here at 94 is where I'm in at. So that's what I'm looking at on my separate screen. I have my mouse over on that other screen, ready to hit the sell button if I need to. Probably need to get close to 281.60 to hit my 10%. And this is a real money trade. My first live real money trade that I'll be posting up on YouTube. So you'll be able to see how, what I look at, see, I went in light enough that I have no emotional concerns. If you go in too big, you're going to have those butterflies and those emotions, and you're going to the emotions are going to dictate how you make your trade, and when you get in and when you get out. I go in light enough that I don't have that issue. I don't have a problem with my emotions controlling my thoughts. So we're trading at 94 by 97 right now. Let's see if we can get up there. My entry, like I said, is 94. If I did a market sell right now, I'd be down. But let's hope I don't need to do that. Let's hope we can get a pop up here. Hopefully in the next couple of minutes, because I don't really want to hold through that 10 o'clock report. And again, I've been saying all week, SPY's a little top heavy. We have a little bit of room to go up. If we can break through that next resistance, which was yesterday's high, then we have a little bit more room to go. Actually, quite a bit more room to go. But yesterday's high is the high for the last several weeks. So I think it'll be enough of a resistance point that it'll take a little bit to get through it. And if we do get through it, I don't think we're going to pop through it and run the rest of the day. I think we'll just, because we're top heavy, I think we're just going to kind of float around at those levels. And usually I'm in and out of these trades by now. I'm not usually in them for that long. I'd say less than 5 minutes on average. And I could have got out of this one for about a 6 or 7% win, which maybe I should have done. But let's see what happens. That first entry I took right at the open. It was probably before 9:31. I was up a couple cents on it, maybe 2%, and then it just kind of fell apart. Sure, I could have held till we got down to those lows and popped back up, but I'm not that type of trader. I keep my stops tight, and I was already down more than 10%. I didn't mean to go more than 10%, but that's just kind of where it moved too quick for me to get out. When I hit the sell market, the bid was already lower than what I wanted. But it still wasn't a big loss. I had 5 contracts. It was a $60 loss. So we can get a pop back up here. Go up and test those moving average lines. That's what I'm looking for. I'll take off some at 10% and hold a couple to see if we can get past those moving average lines. But again, I don't know. Don't really like holding through news, and I think we have a report coming out at 10. Not sure if actually it wasn't the jobs. I think jobs report came out at 8:30. I think there's a oil inventory or something coming out at 10, which probably won't have that much effect. So I think we'll be okay holding these. But like I said, we need to hold these levels, and it's not looking good. Yeah, we're getting quite a bit of volatility right now. You see it bouncing all around. So there's some report just came out that playing games with it. So we can get a quick pop up here. I'd love to see a quick pop up to those moving average lines. now I'm down probably about 10%. So I'm not going to let it go too much lower. And usually right after I hit the sell button is when it pops back up. But alright, I'm getting out. I'm out. I got out at 81 cents. My entry was 94, so that was a little bit bigger loss than I'd like to see, but I stuck to my plan. Things didn't work out. That was my first live trade. Unfortunately, it wasn't a winner, but at least you get to see how that played out, and how I had no problems or issues with getting out of a bad trade. Yeah, it sucks to lose on a trade, lose money, but it sucks to lose even more money. So I'll get out when I think I need to get out and have no problems doing it. So we'll see. I'll keep my eyes open, see if I see another possible entry here, and I'll try to do another recording, and we'll see how that goes. See you soon. Bye.